morning to our detox kitchen. Now, this is going to be a bit strange for some of you, but what you want to do is start the day with a huge abundance of food, fruit, nutrition, vitamins, minerals, carbohydrates, fats, proteins. This is your power breakfast. This will last you most of the day. It will replenish all of the cellular work that your body's been doing throughout the night, of building and destroying all your cells internally, regenerating, rejuvenating, helping you lose weight, everything, setting the emotional balance so you actually play through things in your dreams. So this is going to be my breakfast. Now, that's a big breakfast. Is that a big breakfast for one person? Well, I'm quite happy to share it with anyone at work or anyone that's there. But for me, this is my main start for the day. This is my fuel that sets me up so that I am not thinking about food or hunger. My body's not depleted. My brain's engaged and activated. And just pop some lime on it, if you prefer lime. Some people prefer lemon, just to actually make sure it doesn't oxidize, because when it actually oxidizes, it's not this, you don't need to be eating fruit. This is why you don't really want to be taking out the packet, because they put something on it that's probably not lemon. Now, pumpkin seeds, they're wonderful. Lots of people have parasites. We've all heard about the reaction to parasites at the moment. Things like thrush, candida, and different little sort of worms and things. Actually, pumpkin seeds are nature's anti-parasitic natural medicine. So there you go. Look at the colours in that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, it's worth getting up 10 minutes early to have this for your breakfast instead of cereals. So with this, you can actually take this to work, and I'd have a big bowl before I go in the morning, and then I put it in some Tupperwares. And I can have that right throughout the day. Now, if I've got a very hectic schedule where I'm seeing clients back to back, I might not have time to go out and have a sandwich or to have a proper meal. And when you're rushing the daytime, you need to be slowly digesting your food to absorb nutrition. It's not under stress. So you're better off having lots of fresh food, because you've got the fats and you've got some protein, you've got the fibre, you've got the fruits and vitamins. It's complete. This is complete. You can sustain on this all day. Now, usually we're looking between the hours of 8 to 12, but if you couldn't get outside and you didn't have nothing to eat, don't go hungry, don't grab a chocolate bar, just keep eating this throughout the day. I've done this until 5 o'clock till I've come back, 5, 6 o'clock, and I haven't had any dips in energy, no peaks and troughs. And I've done my day, and I've been talking to my clients, I've been making coherent sense, and there you go. Just put it in the fridge, obviously, when you get to work, and munch away whenever you feel the need. It's quick, it's easy, you don't have to have it all at once, you can just nibble between clients, and it'll sustain you, no matter what walk of life, no matter what you're doing. This is the only way I want to start my day, food-wise. We can then have hot salads and soups, or if you prefer, this is the winter time, it's going to be a winter salad, cold salads and soups. So I've just topped and tailed this. You know, people think that cooking and preparation takes forever. It actually doesn't. So all we need to do is just take these seeds out the centre. You can put them on the baking tray, and what do you get? What were we talking about earlier? Pumpkin seeds. So that's all we're doing. We're just cutting out all the seeds there, which we're going to put on a baking tray later. And that's it. Now, if I'm in a hurry, a real hurry, I can just put slices in it. If I'm at home and I'm just going to pop it in the oven and rest it, just by putting slices in it, it's just going to actually help break down the cellulose that's binding it and help it cook quicker. We just pop them into the oven. Put this on for about 200 for about 20 minutes, come back to it. If you're in a real hurry, you can parboil it, so you can put it in some boiling water or steam it and then just crisp it off in the oven. So there are lots and lots of little shortcuts, because people say to me, I don't have time to cook. You do have time. You can just bake it a little bit in the oven if you're on a Sunday or a weekend or in the evenings. It only takes half an hour maximum. If not, parboil it, steam it, and then pop it in just to dry it off nicely. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make a superfood salad. So we're going to start with lots of greens. This one's going to be a green salad, simple, green, and easy. And I'll show you some little tricks to actually balance up the chemical balance to actually help your body digest and lose weight. Now, why are foods all green? Have you ever thought about that? Basically, they're full of chlorophyll. The blood has iron, and chlorophyll has magnesium. So that's the only difference. When you break it down, it's exactly the same. So this, if you like, is living, oxygenating, feeding, cleaning blood. If I don't eat something green in a day, like a green salad, I feel like I didn't eat properly that day. So you can see how easy this is. These days everything comes in packets. Unfortunately it's plastic, but that's another video. So if you've got time to go to a farmer's market and insist that it's in its brown, but basically you've got sweet pea tops, spinach, and watercress. Again, iron. So many, especially women these days, very lacking in iron because obviously the monthly cycle and things. So watercress, I tend to put that in a lot into my foods. It's also wonderful just to make a watercress soup. Now soups are very easy. So we just take bundles and bundles of this and we actually just chop up small onion, garlic, ginger. If you like a little bit spicy, you can pop a little chopped chilli in. If not, then don't. And then you just bundle all this, chop it up roughly, put it into the saucepan, add some water, and just simmer and boil the whole lot up. When it's ready, liquidize it quite small, and there you have a beautiful soup. It's really, really simple. If you want to make it thicker, you can add things like potatoes. We're going to do a beetroot soup later. It's exactly the same principle as the soups that you've actually already seen on the DVD. Just chop it all up and put it into a saucepan, put the lid on, leave it chunky if you want it stew-like, or liquidize it for a proper soup consistency. Very simple. It doesn't take long. So back to our salad. So here we go. Lovely, lovely green, beautiful, full of chlorophyll, rich leaves. I'm a big fan of the kind of, if you like, I call them like perfumed foods. So I love things like basil, coriander, tarragon, thyme. Lots of people, don't like these things. So just do it to your own flavour. If you don't like it, don't eat it. You do have to enjoy your food. So I'm just going to put some fresh tarragon in there. Now asparagus, when it's cooked, actually can be an irritant. Something that can affect the uric acid levels in the body. So, which is okay. Depends on what level you are. But this is about detoxing. It's all a synergistic blend of everything. So when we put them in raw, we actually don't have that issue. It doesn't react when it's raw. And it's a nice mange too. You can chop these up or you can just put them in loose depending on your preference. If you get some big ones, you might need to just take off the trimmings. So everything is easy. Just make it easy. It's little tiny baby courgettes or proper courgettes, whichever you want to do, and then just pop them in. You can slice these as well, but it literally, just want to show you how easy it is, just to grate them. Seconds. There we go. Just adds a little bit more moisture, a little bit more texture, a little bit of more versatility. You see the way that's coming together really nicely. Don't worry about eating raw vegetables. So to me, broccoli, can you eat raw broccoli? Yeah, why not? Especially when you use the dressing that we're going to make in a minute. Really a quick and easy dressing. Again, people say to me asking about the dressings, how you make the dressings. You can make complicated dressings, you can make medium dressings. Now what I could do is I could crush some garlic, crush it, chop it with some tiny little bit of grated ginger, and I can mix it with some lime and some chilies, a little bit of olive oil. That's a very simple but some medium effort. Okay, so fresh raw peas. These are like you say to your kids about Smarties and green Smarties. When you get the little sweet, very simple, fresh, sweet peas, they are so sweet. It's like eating M&Ms and Smarties. It's gorgeous. You can pop some seeds in. It's a hemp oil mixed with some nice tamari. If you have issues with like candida and things, you can get the aminos, I think it's like Bragg's or Marigold, and just fluff that up. There we go. Now when my pumpkin is ready, I can just pop that in there hot. So there I have my lovely salad, which I can prepare as part of a cold salad. Again, I can take that in Tupperwares for the afternoon. I can have a little bit before I have my cooked meal, because if I eat my salad first, it has naturally occurring enzymes. Enzymes are essential for breaking down the food that you're about to digest. So I would eat my salad before I eat my soup, and in the evening I would eat my salad before I eat my cooked food. Therefore, I'm aiding the body in digestion. So that's why I'm preparing it this way. So there's a science behind what I'm showing you, but it's also beautiful, colourful, light, quick, easy and nutritious. Okay, so now we're just going to put a little bit of our salad here for our cold salad, and we're going to chop up, see how easy, straight out of the oven. Here we go. This is going to be our hot salad. This is going to actually, the heat from this is actually going to make this nice and hot. Just to dress it up. There we go. What do you feel about that? Now papayas, interestingly enough, are very, very powerful in their digestive ability. Inside there is an enzyme called papain. Papain can literally digest meat. So it's very good if you're going to have some form of meat. Now prawns are a fish, which we're having later, but they're hard to digest. So what we want to do is have something that's going to help those prawns to digest. Like I said, papain is very, very powerful. Now, avocados are obviously pure fat, and for most people with their digestion, fat is very, very hard to digest. But the fat and oil in avocado is wonderful, especially for everyone, for the skin, but also for women's problems. It has such a nutrition. You have to look, again, look at the book and the breakdown of different foods and the nutritional breakdown, what they do, what diseases they help break down in the body. You know, food being the natural cure-all. And so what I'm doing here, if fat is hard to digest, why am I putting it here? Because remember, this is the trick. The trick to this is that I'm cooking food here in a different format. So it looks, as you can see, very presentable, very nutritious, very colourful, very texturised, but it's so good for you, because what I've done here is I've created something that we've got pine nuts with fats in. So the papaya is going to break down the actual avocado and make it much easier for you to digest. Even for people that have a great difficulty in that, if you put some enzyme-based food in it, that will literally be assimilatable. And what you need is to get the food and the nutrition in your body, all of the nutrients going out to the various parts they need to go, and then the food being broken down and the waste removed from the body as quickly as possible. We're going to use brown basmati rice and red rice and wild rice. Now the difference between this and white rice is if you're someone that only eats potatoes and you don't eat rice, then start on white rice. If you're someone that's already eating white rice, then up it a little bit to a more fibrous rice, which we just said, the brown and the wild rices. They do take a little bit longer to cook, so I like to put those in while I'm actually making my salads. So what we've done is we've just put in one cup and 2 cups of water, and now we're just going to add, we've got coconut cream or we've got coconut milk. Now depending on what you're categorising your body type, which is in the book, which has much more detail on what you can eat and what you can't eat for this, you can either put the cream in, which I'm putting in now, which is delicious and gives it a lovely sticky consistency that you can really play around with. But remember, we're not looking at calories, we're not looking at fat. Isn't this amazing? And you can see all the results that you've got already. So I'm going to put a little bit of lime in there as well. So we make a nice coconut lime. So like a slightly sort of oriental Thai flavour there. And that's all we're going to do. We're just going to let that boil now and put a lid on, cover it up. And then we're going to come across to our pine nuts, which you can use as decoration. If you can decorate your food, it makes it more palatable. It actually starts the digestive process moving, and it makes you actually want to eat. Now, it's seconds. You can go to a Chinese takeaway, you can park your car, walk, you can read the menu, you can make your order, you can sit and wait. And you're about to get up when the next bundle comes in, and someone's done it by internet or phone, and they put their order in, they take their order out. So you wait again, here comes your food, you'll get back in your car, drive home. You're normally so tired at the end of that, and not really sort of as appetized as you want to be, that you'll just sit there and eat it out of the carton. This is not living. Seriously, make an effort. It takes seconds. This is why I'm doing this, to show you that it's literally seconds. You can even do it on the way out. Prepare it for the kids and go out and go for a party, like we're all doing now after this cup party. So, we're just getting our pine nuts like this, and I've gone over to my little herb garden and I've taken off some lovely thyme. I'm just going to sprinkle that in there. It's simple. Don't even need a chopping board to cut it, just pull it off, pop it in there loosely. Okay, so we'll just put a little bit more olive oil in there. What we've done is we've been simmering away at the onions, ginger and garlic. Now what we're going to do is just add a little bit of chilli, just a small red chilli. Take the seeds out. If you don't like it hot, take the seeds out, just use the skin. If you like it hot, just put the seeds in. So we still want to be tasting our food here. Just show you how quick this is. Took about just 5 minutes to chop. Throw them in. Take about two or 3 minutes now just to saute these in, and then we're going to add the mange tout. Again, you can slice them into little segments or leave them whole. Okay, so that's nicely sauteed. So we're going to put all our prawns in there. Give that a nice little stir, and again let them cook for just a minute or two, and then we're actually going to put surprise ingredients in. It's actually going to be mango. We're going to put some lovely fruit in with this, which gives it a phenomenal flavour. Some prawns and mango. It also helps to marinate the ingredients. So obviously softening the prawns, because prawns are very fibrous, as we said, and fruit enzymes fall into that. I mean, look at the colours. If you can smell this, the ginger, the chilli, the garlic, the mango, you know, that sweet, spicy, sour, it has it all going on here. Finally, pop some lovely tamari on. Just let that marinate again for a couple of minutes. So there we go. Saucy gravy. Pour on in. And there's our evening meal. I mean, 20 minutes, that's definitely faster than a takeout.